Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever this happens to be arriving in your reality of now. I came across some information about someone who walked with a cane being shoved downstairs, and that caused a broken leg. I was thinking about the person standing behind her back, seeing she's injured, and that's a step of vulnerability. The push. This person has I don't want to call it a handicap, but a pattern at play that makes stairs harder than someone who doesn't have a cane. And pushing, knowing you're going to hurt and cause injury. Most likely, the person at play who did this felt really victorious about it, about hurting another whose back is turned and is vulnerable in a difficult position. I find energy like that gross and cowardice. I'm not going to mention the occupation or what this person did for a living, but she cultivated a reality that helped others. And a lot of the others around her are not in a very good life. We're going to do light language to strengthening the legs. And that was interesting. Hiccup just suddenly came across. We are going to ricochet energy back, that those that take advantage of vulnerability, that hurt things that are hurt, there to be an energetic block and recall system. That person, karma will come. Karma always does. Everything's frequency. There'll be that's the way things work. Cause and effect. Let's light a candle. Our legs, they're what help us get through reality of life. Not many people are nimble on their feet and have a natural grace. Although that inner child, as your inner child comes in play, your movements will match that of euphoric youth. All right. Focusing on the legs. And protecting our back. I've always been a shaman, way before I took a course or a class. What brought such peaceful awareness to me was having a tribe and those that protected my back. That's what I needed most, was tribe. Community, family, those that have your back. I used to volunteer at a fire department, and what I loved about my crew was I had complete faith. Whatever danger I was in, they would help assist and get me out. There was no one that, in the department there were others who, but on my crew, there was no one that would stab me or hurt my back or push me downstairs. I was protected. I am protected. So, we're going to pull a card for protecting our back. One of the rituals, shamans will take items of importance and meaning to Gaia, and they will offer it to her and burn it while the shaman is working on, or through the water. But while the shaman is working with the element, the shaman has a friend, colleague at their back, protecting their back. That's the energy I'm going to call in, is the energy that protects our back. First, focusing on the legs. Our legs help us get to where we're going. They help create compassion. Hearing her story made my heart weep a little. And because I'm not at all involved in the situation, I'm limited on how I can help in ways that I can help. I know what I can do, though. America is missing many of its shamans, and I believe those blanks will be filled. Not all of them are created equal. Some utilize energy in ways that I wouldn't, and I don't. Others are new to the craft. Others are ancient and old and coming in with memory of. Everybody, they work with the skills that they have. The person behind her back that gave her a shove most likely has known very little compassion, kindness, care. Most likely has very few people at their back. And those at their back are probably waiting for opportunity to shove also. One of the disadvantages of creating a reality that is untrustworthy is what you have behind you is also untrustworthy. Some of my astro field dynamics that I do, I could not do until I had a tribe at my back. And I knew not to. Let's call in the energy that protects, the energy behind us that helps you run into a burning building because you know they got your back. That kind of energy. The energy that protects our back. Divine Feminine. Hi, beautiful. Gaia. The largest source of divine energy is Gaia. And she is also masculine. She protects too, very much so. Divine Feminine Energy, card 16, Compassion, card 15. Interesting. And I had noticed when I picked up my deck, there was one card that I didn't pick up the whole deck. There was one card face down. So we're taking it, Awareness 11. We're taking it because I don't believe in accidents. Divine Feminine Energy at our back. Mama Claus, Mama Bear. My children, through their school history, when they are threatened, I will call your mother. Their response is, yes, please. It's like, here's my phone, here's her phone number. Call my mother. They want me involved, very much so. And oftentimes when I get involved, and I am involved, things happen that work well for the authorities and whatever snafu is going on. Bottom of the deck, soul time. Hello, soul family. Top of the deck, multidimensionality. All right. We are welcoming divine feminine energy at our back. That which nurtures, protects, and supports. We are putting compassion into our legs, giving us the awareness and the ability to move forward with life with sure steps. I am also going to be targeting on the person who was shoved down those stairs, and I will be sending energy to her legs. She does not know me. She's met me once, and meeting me once isn't nearly enough to actually know me, other than she gushed, she hugged, and she started talking about the power of Jesus and Christ and prayer. So we are connected. Because she doesn't know, like, you don't come across many shamans, not aware ones. There are those who have had a walk of reality that has taught them to use their gifts and their abilities. Our teams are always with us. Actualized in practice and at play. They are a little more rare. I will be reinforcing that hug, and when she talked about prayer, there was and is belief in her body. I'll be utilizing those channels and sending energy to her legs through collective consciousness. This is helping my legs, your legs, those that have the faith of a mustard seed would moves mountains. Faith, the reason it requires so little is because ancient knowledge lays within us. That memory recall comes back with ease. What blocks us is lack of belief, and then also hope, fear, blah, 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 blah. The person who shoved her, little compassion in their life, and they probably go to let me word it in a way that doesn't allow information to slip that doesn't need to. The person who did the shoving, their reality of life is vipers at their back, those that are just waiting to strike. How I know this is that's what creates bullies and people that hurt and take advantage of those that are in a weakened state. Kindness is magic. And earth angels, those that are awakened, compassion, it feels good to help. It feels good to heal. It feels good to be healed. Connecting with the angelic realm, euphoric. You never want it to end, kind of wow. One of the reasons I have no fear of crossing death is I know the party that celebrates me. They're celebrating it before it even arrived. And I will embrace with glee when it is my time. I tease my kids. I'm like, you think my voice in your head is loud now? You wait till I cross over. We love external to the best of our ability. Sometimes that ability is a thimble. When you realize people love to the best of their ability, the one that did the shoving down the stairs loves to the best of their ability, which has probably had a lifetime of very little exposure to care, concern, and compassion. Awareness. All right. Awareness. I'm putting this right next to the divine feminine energy. The awareness that's behind our back, the constantly being protected. That will be highlighted. Her hug and belief in prayer will also be highlighted. The energy intent will be to our legs. My feet are on the ground, resting on cork, in llama moccasins, actually, from Peru. Bringing the energy of protection, support, compassion, and care, placing it behind us so that we can move forward with grace, eagerness, excitement. Nia tuia taria suia tasha suia ke komoya nania sa shuia tere sukuya nania sa shuia ta tarankuya makaya. I call forth protection. Koya sa shisatera kuria samoya nania sa shuia tere kunomoyata. I grant access to energy of protection. Kuyana yes shisuya taria and moyata yes sakoye shisamoye. Nianunia satoya tasha satara puretara sashaya taranukeka. Sasuya nania shisa. Healing energy up through the legs. Kuyana monia sasha satarera korea sataria to the way resusasushumunia taria tarakuniamia and I satoya tashisuya tea. And disperse. A card for the light language. So let's bring a little 11, awareness, 15, compassion, 16, divine feminine, 17, divine masculine. We are equally as masculine as we are feminine. That energy rests in our heart. Our heart is incredibly intelligent. It has awareness and connection to our environment. It increases. You take food that your body will not be nourished from, your heartbeat increases 15 beats per minute. It gets ready and starts accelerating, knowing before you've put the food in your mouth that what is coming is. Your heart is incredibly intelligent. The energy of the heart is fed through the liver, the spiritual general of the body. I'm going to pull a card highlighting the spiritual general of the body. Heart. Have a blessed day. Take care. Be well.